are you looking at the left side of the screen? You need to be looking at the right side today. Why are you looking at the left side of the screen? You need to be looking at the right. All right, so it is Monday. I hope you had yourself a good weekend. I did. And today, the last time I did a sovereign citizens video with one of them in court, y'all were very, very interested in it. So I decided to go look for more of that crazy shenanigans. And I have found you a lovely, lovely gem today. We are going to be looking at Judge Jeffrey Middleton, the ultimate savage of judges. Unlike the last judge that I showed that had an abundance of patience. Yeah, this guy ain't screwing around. I mean, these two have been bumping heads for a long time because this dude, he can't stop getting speeding tickets. So they're constantly doing this little game that they got going on. You know, so, but, why the fuck am I rambling so damn much? Let's get into the video. This is going to be great.
Good afternoon, sir. I'll call you by your preferred name, Mr. Morrow Bay. This is Judge Middleton. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can.
All right. We're waiting just a bit for the prosecutor to log in.
Understood.
Mr. Perdue, we are live, even though we're not doing anything here. We're live on YouTube and live on the Zoom platform. As soon as Casey Johnson from prosecutor comes in, we'll conduct our business.
That's not my name.
Well, I know you're known to the Secretary of State by your birth name, but you prefer to be known as Samir Siraj Morrow Bay. And
I'm a national of the land.
I understand.
My nationality. But I thought, did you take an oath to this?
Did
To
I?
uphold the Constitution? Yeah, to uphold the Constitution.
Oh, yes.
And the treaties.
I don't know about treaties. Those are federal. This is state law.
I know. This is, I shouldn't even be here. I should be somewhere federal. I should be in a federal courtroom, and you still haven't provided any delegation of authority order.
Well, wait a minute till the prosecutor gets here and you can go through. You've said this stuff on each previous case.
I know, and I'm still waiting for my delegation of authority order. I'm still waiting. I never got it in the mail. That's Article 3, Section 2. You took an oath to this. You know it. I shouldn't even be here.
You could fix that. You could stop driving a damn car, and then you wouldn't keep coming here, and you wouldn't have to deal with me, and I wouldn't have to deal with you, which would make both of us.
But isn't driving a commercial terminology?
No.
It's not.
In your universe, maybe it is, but in this one, it's covered by Michigan Motor Vehicle Code.
So what about Black's Law Dictionary?
All right, so I have constantly seen this particular part where the sovereign citizens are sitting there beating people over the head with this dictionary. They have been purposely reading an outdated version of Black's Law's Dictionary. So let's see what the 10th edition says, huh? This is from Black's Law's Dictionary, the 10th edition. Someone who steers and propels a vehicle. 2, someone who herds animals, a drover. That's a fancy name for a cattle driver. You know, cows, livestock, stuff like that. 3, a piece of software that allows a computer to work with another piece of hardware, such as a mouse or printer. Now, this is from the 10th edition of Black's Law's Dictionary on what is considered driving. The act of directing the course of something, such as an automobile or a herd of animals. They had been purposely reading an outdated version of that dictionary to justify all of this crazy shit. It's like I've always told you people, they cherry pick what works in their favor, and whatever is not in their favor, they ignore. They have been purposely reading an old version of that dictionary so that they could justify all of their stupid shit.
Does that not
count?
count?
As far as I know, that doesn't control Michigan traffic legislation.
And as far as I know, you can't make up rules
Why not? You do.
to undermine the Constitution. And no matter what rules or codes you make up, it doesn't supersede the law.
Here comes Mr. Johnson. I don't disagree with that. One of us keeps making up rules, but I don't think it's me.
I mean,
Mr. Johnson?
I'm pretty sure it is.
All right, well, let me call the case. This is file 21213ST. The actual title on the ticket is People versus Samuel Rufus Perdue. The defendant is here. He prefers to be known as Samir Siraj Maro Bey. I don't think he ever lawfully changed his name, but he goes by that name, and he has every time he's been here. He's charged once again with driving suspended second offense. It's alleged that on or about January 31st, he was operating a vehicle here in St. Joseph County while his license was suspended. He also got a ticket for speeding, so he tends to go too fast, always doesn't have insurance.
All right, let's take a look at that real quick. You're passing it too much, too fucking bad. Okay, so here is his sovereign citizen ID. He literally just printed this shit on his computer. This is not a valid form of ID. The United States government or any entity inside the United States of America or three-dimensional space, because they don't live in America, they live on America. This is not a valid form of identification. Could you imagine if you could just print up your ID? Could you imagine how much fraud that would be? You'd have people going in the banks cleaning out other people's account all day. This is why this is not considered a valid form of ID. Not the local level, not the state level, and not the federal level. This means absolutely, positively nothing.
And he doesn't have a license. He has two previous cases already pending. File 202073 is a driving suspended charge from September 17th. He liked that one so much, he got another one on November 25th. I think one or both of those cases he was speeding. That's file 2026653. Mr. Morrow Bay has a different view of the law. He wants to represent himself, which I've allowed, and we had agreed to set those two earlier cases for jury trial. As we discussed earlier, sir, I can't
represent myself.
Excuse me?
I said, I'm sorry, I can't represent myself. I am who I am.
All right, but you don't wish to have a lawyer, is that correct?
Oh, no, I don't need one.
All right. Well, now you have your third driving suspended charge, and I told you last time, if you did another one of these, I was going to set a bond, but I'm not going to. Let me tell you this right now.
I'm a traveler, not a driver, for the record.
We're all travelers in this universe. At any rate, you haven't been convicted of anything. You've been accused 3 times, but you do not have lawful authority to drive in Michigan. If you drive again in St. Joe County, I'm going to set a bond, and you'll either post it or sit in jail while we await the ability to try your case. I can only leave you in jail for 28 days. But am I understanding once again, sir, you wish to have a jury trial on this matter?
For my national peers, because I'm a national of the land, and you still haven't proven jurisdiction. I challenged jurisdiction a long time ago, and it's never been proven, and I'm still waiting.
All right. I had that discussion with a guy that was in jail once. I said, well, you're in jail. I guess you're in my jurisdiction. Let me tell you this. My jurisdiction is St. Joe County, and stop driving in it.
I don't drive. I'm a traveler by law. And I've already sent you paperwork, and you never responded.
Well, because I'm not required to respond to it. You've got a skewed view of things. If this was this easy, everybody would declare themselves their own country and everybody could do whatever they wanted to. So the rules only apply to you.
No.
The rest of us suckers are stuck complying with the law. So let's just figure out who the witnesses are, and we'll also set this for a jury. Casey, who have you got for witnesses?
Just a second, Judge. I'm sorry. 22. I had his other files open.
special appearance only because I have to. Because if I don't be here, you know, you're gonna send your criminals to come get me if I'm not here. So I'm only here under threat, duress, and coercion.
Well,
Just to
and
put that out there.
you're sitting in the driver's seat of your car. Now, I'm letting you wear your headgear because I think it's part of your beliefs, so I'm not gonna push it, but you're sitting in the damn driver's seat. What's the witnesses?
Jesse Raymond, Your Honor. That's it.
Oh, the so-called police officer who pulled me over is a witness also?
And a certified driving record.
Well, he was there, wasn't he? He pulled you over. I guess that makes him a witness.
Isn't that a conflict of interest right there?
No.
Don't he work for the court?
He doesn't work for the court. The court's in the judicial branch. He's in the executive branch. Plus, you keep driving too fast. So you're a traveler. You get to travel whatever speed you feel like. You don't have to have insurance, and you can do what you want. All right. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna set this on the jury list with the other two cases. And let me say this again: if you drive again and you get another citation, I'm gonna set a $1,000 cash bond, and you can sit in jail. So my strong advice is to stay out of St. Joseph County.
So you do realize
you're already driving there. So I'm gonna mute your microphone, and I'll set this for a jury trial on a date to be determined. All right, that completes that.
No, convert a liberty into a privilege, license it, and attach a fee to it, right? You do know that, right?
I don't make the law. I just try to apply it. All right, we'll set this for a jury trial the next day.
Your statutes and your codes are not the law.
That's an argument that has no end. We could, if we live to be 112, we could continue to have this argument. He wants a jury trial. He's entitled to have one, and we'll get there when we can get there.
Okay, so here's another run-in between these two individuals.
Well, Mr. Morrow, let me tell you this. Stop. Yeah, you're from some alternate universe where you don't have to obey the laws of the state.
No, you don't respect the law, sir.
Stop. If you drive again here in St. Joe County, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000.
And also,
I'm going to lie to
you. You see this? Are you looking? I was forced to get this license. I don't want it, but as you can see, your officer is a liar.
Well, what's the name on that? Is that Samuel Perdue or Mr. Morrow Bay?
Well, I'm forced to do this. Anything I do with y'all is under threat, duress, and coercion.
So every
time I travel, clearly,
all right, you have
your commercial mercenaries keep pulling me over.
You have a driver's license?
Because your commercial mercenaries continue to pull me over, and they won't leave me alone.
Well, stop driving. At least stay out.
I don't drive. I travel.
All right. Traveling is one thing. Driving is another. You can travel all you want. All right, but let me make this
That's
clear.
what I'm doing, and they won't let me travel. They won't let me travel on my own land. And you're violating the law, and you know it.
Violating the law.
Well, one of us is.
He's definitely violating the law.
Yeah, there's some jackass in there with him.
And anybody who needs to know anything about the law,
slow down for a minute. That license you held up, is it a valid Michigan driver's license?
Is it a valid Michigan driver's license? Well, I was forced to go to your Secretary of State because you guys won't let me travel on my own land. That's as valid as it is. What's really valid is my nationality that you keep denying. So you're denying me due process, and you know it.
Well, you haven't been convicted of anything yet. I'm just telling you, if you continue to keep driving on some cockamamie thing, you're behind the wheel of a car. Give me this BS about traveling versus driving. I'm just telling you right now, you heard it here. If you drive again in St. Joseph County and you get another ticket, I'm going to set a very high bond. You can sit in jail for 28 days until we sort this out. You're presumed to be innocent of the charges that you're charged with. and you've exercised your constitutional right to plead not guilty.
No, I
You're
didn't
gonna
plead not guilty. You said
plead
that. I said
innocent.
I'm innocent.
All right, fair enough. We'll set this for a last pretrial.
That's the black guy.
Are you still at?
North America is my domicile. You can send whatever information you want to that address. That is
Yes, the entire continent of the United States of America is his address.
fine.
All right.
Very smart.
So any judge who does not comply with this oath of office to the Constitution of the United States wars against the Constitution and engages in
All
acts.
right, I'm gonna mute your microphone. I don't want to hear this crazy, nonsensical thing. I'm setting you for a last pretrial. We'll pick a date and I'll send it to you in the mail. I don't expect that it'll settle the case. You already have one case set for a jury trial. We'll probably set both of these for a jury trial. I'll give you a new notice. It'll be on a Thursday afternoon. We're gonna skip the regular pretrial and just go right to the last pretrial. I expect it to be set for a jury trial. All I'm telling you is stop driving and stop in St. George County. All right, sir, you're good to go.
All right, so that is the video. I love it. I love it. That dude wasn't putting up with that shit. But of course, they've been going at this for quite some time, being that this is the third time. Well, this is the second time, but they've been doing this. This is his third time being in court overall. So they know each other and they have to fucking deal with this shit. He's got this poor man has to deal with all this fucking cockamamie shit. But yeah, that's gonna be today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be back with Karen's on Tuesday. And until then, have yourself a very, very wonderful day.